joyous night. Just relax your mind. For all of my family and friends, I want you to remember this line. Merry Christmas to all of you. And we mean it. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I am Robert Gatewood, your host. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good of marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake. Now, the mission at Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself in a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show because we're on a mission. The show is broadcast live from the illustrious Radio 1 studio. Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. And we are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. Not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Every now and then, hey, what can I say? Sometimes a soul gets mixed up in there. Got it from my dad. He was a Baptist minister. Matter of fact, that's what the show was named after. I'm Robert Gatewood. I'm a business developer by trade. I have a company called Gatewood Marketing and Web, and you can find us at gatewoodmarketing.com. I'm also the host and producer of this show. The Marketing Pulpit Show is broadcast all over the world on Radio 1, on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, on LinkedIn, and Facebook, and everywhere else. And you can also go to marketingpulpit.com, and you'll see the show right there on the homepage. We're broadcasting live, and if you ever can't find remember all those places, just go to the homepage of Marketing Pulpit, and you'll find the show right there. I'm also a business developer. I actually teach this stuff also. I'm a professor at Prince George's Community College in the Washington, D.C. area, where I teach marketing, I teach social media, I teach networking. I've also written a couple of books, one called Played in Full, and the other is called Smarter Than the Boss. So, and I also work with the federal government as a contractor for the Small Business Administration in the technology area. So, like the young folks say, I got a couple of receipts, but I'm about purpose. My purpose, everything I do, is tied into my purpose of making people better through business development, entrepreneurship, and just being a better you. And so welcome to the show. I'd like to welcome all of my favorite and loyal listeners. And if you're listening for the first time, thank you for tuning in. Just remember to bookmark this show to tune in every Friday at 10:30 a.m., particularly if you're a business owner or if you know someone who's a business owner. Why go out here and spend all this money when you don't have to, when I'm laying it down every Friday at 10:30 a.m. You can also go back and listen to past shows by going to YouTube, also to Facebook, and you can go to the Marketing Pulpit website and just get this information, okay? I don't mind. I like helping folks. Giving out information and making people better does not take one thing off me. As a matter of fact, it increases my viability, my purpose, and all these other good things. I've been a busy camper here lately. We just got through launching this new digital marketing program at Prince George's Community College in the DC area. Very successful launch, and we're gearing up for next season. You can go to marketingpulpit.com and find out the schedule of the places where I'll be teaching. I teach at Prince George's Community College, also employ Prince George's over at the National Harbor. Every now and then I'm at the Maryland Women's Business Center, incubator space over there to help women get off the ground and be successful in business. And also we do a First Friday networking event in the Washington, D.C. area at BLE Executive Suites every first Friday of the month. Matter of fact, the next one is going to be January 5th. I'll be there emceeing and opening up the act, and Miss Bernadette Clay, of course, it's her show and sponsored by BLE Executive Suites. BLE is one of our sponsors, been sponsoring the show since the inception. They have 3 great locations in the Washington, D.C. area: office space, accounting services, business services, phone services, free parking, anything you need to get a business off the ground. And so they're tied into my purpose, and we're tied into theirs. You can go to blesuites.com, find out more about their services. And you'll hear me talk about them on this show quite often. blesuites.com, or call them at 301-322-1700. I have been busy, as I stated. Matter of fact, last week I was down in North Carolina. My brothers and I have this singing group called the Gatewood Brothers. We had a reunion after about 50-year hiatus. We were kids when we were singing mostly, and I went off to college, and one of the founders of the group, my brother Aaron, passed away. So we kind of went latent, and we got this idea last year to revive the group. And we just had a reunion. We hadn't planned on getting back together as a group, but after the reunion, we started getting all these requests for performances. I mean, the schedule was booked, and already next month we've been booked to for this Martin Luther King Day celebration in Richmond County, North Carolina. So we've been busy. But anyway, last weekend I was down in North Carolina. This young lady, Shirley Streeter, she's up in the years. She was a community icon educator, and so we gave a big celebration to honor her and recognize her accomplishments. And we were the featured act. And we had a nice turnout. It was a great event. And there's a lot of stories behind this actual appearance. First of all, it's never too late to give up on your dreams and dream new dreams, or to go back and revisit some of those old dreams. I had pretty much thought the Gatewood Brothers was a done deal, but creativity kicks in, purpose kicks in. So you're going to discover that you may have some dreams that were deferred because of life. You went out and got a job, you got married, had kids, bills kick in, and you said, man, it's too late now. No, it's not too late. The Gatewood Brothers are the embodiment of the fact that you can still do it. As long as you're walking around and you have air, do not give up on those dreams. The other thing too, don't make it all about money. I drove all the way to North Carolina. I did not ask for one penny. Matter of fact, I told them we don't pay the group for this because we wanted to honor Miss Shirley Streeter, and wonderful lady. And so we were the featured act, but we did not ask to be paid. It's called reciprocity. If you do good things for good people, for a good purpose and a good cause, it will splash back on you. That's one of the messages I'd like you to take into 2024. As a matter of fact, my theme today, my sermon today is going to be, it's never too late to dream new dreams or to revisit dream defers. We're going to talk about that in the second half of the show. If you haven't already, go to the business directory at mpi.bz. It's also on the homepage of the Marketing Pulpit, and get your name and your company in that business directory. I'm being very generous. I've been very generous in 2023, and I'm going to continue that into 2024. Go ahead, sign up for the free plan, and I'm going to upgrade you. No questions asked, and I will announce your business on this airwaves, which will be broadcast all over the world on Radio 1, on the Marketing Pulpit, on Facebook, LinkedIn. This is not a joke. This is the real deal, because again, that ties into my purpose, and I believe in the reciprocity. We do have some new people who signed up in the last few days. We have Why? Because We Say So. Interesting name. I like that. Out of Conyers, Georgia. It's a podcast. Like them. That sounds good. We also have signing up Enthuse Creative out of Vienna, Virginia. They are a branding, consulting, and design company. Glad to have them on board of the Marketing Pulpit Business Directory. Also, we have, All Purpose Signs out of Sager, Illinois. And so they've joined the directory as well. So get on over there. I'll give you time. You can do it after the show, but you can also Do it at any time, and I'll see your name when it comes through. I've told my people, anybody sign up the rest of this year, we're going to give you that free upgrade and get your name on the homepage featured. Don't complain about not having any business. As a saying, why curse the darkness when you can light a candle? I'm just telling you today, folks, I'm lighting some candles for you. So take advantage of it. There are some good people out here who are actually doing things for the right reason. We're not trying to sell you something or trick you. This is actually indeed a free service I'm offering you. Anybody who's a business owner, get out there and get your name in that directory. What else we got going on here? Let's see here. We're also going to talk about some things that are some suggestions to take you into 2024. Talked to Santa Claus the other day. Some of y'all are going to get a lump of coal if you don't straighten up some of your business practices. So after having a conversation, old Jolly St. Nick, he said, look, I'm going to give him one more time to write the chip. So I'm going to give you some things you can do to get your name off the lump of coal list for 2024 and to end out 2023 on a good note. Now, some of these things may be on your list. You may have just been procrastinating, but this is a good time of year to put these things in motion. Let me just start at the top of the list. I'm going to go down this list. And this is you want to actually go back and listen to this again, and you want to share it with others. Because, as I stated earlier, I do this for a living. I've been doing this for 30 plus years. I've seen every type of business. I've seen every type of success and failure. Worked with every type of personality. These things I'm about to share with you are tried and true. I don't like experimenting with people or their money or their time. So you might get a notepad, but you can also go back and watch this show after it goes off and share it with other business owners. All right, let's get this thing moving. First of all, let's talk about some of the trends of 2024. Video is hot, particularly short-term video. Short-form video is hot right now. So make sure that when you're putting content out here, whether it's on social media or your website, include video and make sure it's short because nobody wants to watch your 2-hour video. Another thing that's hot in 2024 and rounding out 2023 is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, you're going to see this over and over again going into the new year. So what I want you to do is just stay abreast of what's going on. Stay abreast of what's going on. Make sure you're not getting left behind and make sure that this tool, if you're using it, use it ethically and make sure you're aware of how others are using it. Okay, let's see what is going on. Also, one of the themes of another trend of 2023 and 2024 is retention over acquisition. Don't spend all your money trying to get new customers when you have this treasure trove of past customers and past contacts. Make sure you're reaching out to those people who have already done business with you and people who've reached out to you in the past. Get them involved instead of keep going out here beating the bushes looking for new people. I want to say good morning to some people. I see Brand Lee, the model, tuning in. Thank you, Brand Lee, the model. Now, that's somebody else who has understand the whole concept of starting new and the importance of never giving up on your dream. So I want to thank her for tuning in this morning. That's Brand Lee, the model out of Charlotte, North Carolina area. Also, branding. Let's talk about branding for a minute. As you go into 2024, make sure you're protecting and building your brand. Your brand, your brand, your brand. What I'm going to do is take a quick break here. My feed is slowing down a second. So hang on a second. Don't go anywhere. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. And we're going to pick this up right after the break, after I figure out what's going on here with this feed. It's slowed down on me this morning. So hang on. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
What a joyous night. Just relax your mind. To all of my family and friends, I want you to remember this line. Merry Christmas to all.
All right, I'm back. I think we got this problem solved. We're going to keep moving here. Let's talk about, as we were saying, we're going to go into 2024. Just give me some quick tips on some things that are important for you to make sure you end on 2023 on a good note, and also going to 2024. We talked about branding and staying on purpose. Make sure your literature, your website, and your staff understand the importance of branding, and that they're not out here doing something that's going to damage your brand. Also, your affiliations. Make sure you're not affiliating with bad organizations or bad actors that might damage your brand. Also, make sure and go back and review the products and services that you're offering. Some of those products and services you're offering might be obsolete. So you want to update and make sure you're staying abreast on what's hot and that you're not missing out on any opportunities. Hold on a second. We're going to take another quick break. So hang on. Having a little few challenges this morning. So hang on. Be right back in a moment. All right, we're back. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. We are bringing in 2024 early, just giving you some tips. Some of these things you can start doing before 2024. So we're going to give you some tips now so you can end 2023 on a good note. We're talking about branding, we're talking about trends, and we also want you to review your products and services. Make sure you are selling products that are still relevant to your audience. This is something you should do on a regular basis to make sure that the offerings and services that you're putting out there are still in demand and that your audience hasn't shifted. Sometimes you have the right products, but you're putting them to the wrong people. So stay abreast of that. Also, advertising. I want you to do this. Just going to give you a game-changing tip. Consider offering your products through a B2B approach, which is business to business versus a business to consumer. Now, how do you do that? Offer your products to stakeholders or resellers or partners that can help push your product. So instead of out here trying to sell products one at a time, offer your products and services to individuals and organizations that can sell your product for you. You will get about 5 to 10 times return on your effort if you make that part of your strategy going into 2024. Also, put it in your budget. Make sure you have the resources, the people, the literature that support that new approach. Also, look at investing in digital marketing, SEO, email, social media, pay-per-click, all of these digital marketing platforms, content marketing. Make sure you have a toehold into the digital marketing arena. Also, check out your website. Your website is still relevant. Make sure your domain, you have a good domain, short, relevant if possible. Make sure that you don't let it expire and somebody goes out here and gets it. So contact your domain provider today if you have to make sure that domain is safe and secure and that you are one of the contact people on that domain. Also, you want to make sure that on your website it's up to date, the plugins are working, there's no conflicts, and it's secure. Make sure you have that SSL certificate. Because I'm not going to put money on anybody's website if they don't have that little lock up there near the domain. And make sure the content is irrelevant. Sometimes you have old events and old people that have left the company and products you're no longer offering. Make sure the website is up to date. Also, customer service wise, thank your customers this time of year. You don't have to necessarily send them a Christmas card or Hanukkah card or a Kwanzaa card, but acknowledge them. Send them an email. Say, hey, I really appreciate you from this year. I just want to reach out and say thank you. You can do an email blast. You can send them a little card, digital. Just let them know that you appreciate them. Also, you might offer them some type of discount or gift this time of year, just to let them know that you appreciate it. And this also feeds into your lifetime value strategy. You want to keep that billing, that check, to make sure the people that already have spent money with you continue to spend more money. Also, social media. You got to be on it. I hate to say it. I'm not out here to push. I'm not a spokesperson for Zuckerberg or the Twitter guy or any of these folks, but I'm just telling you, there's 8 billion people in the world, and half of them are on social media. So that's a market that's too big to ignore. If you have a LinkedIn account, don't let those messages sit there and people over there mad at you. Say, I sent Robert a message 2 months ago. Had that contract, he never responded. So if you're going to have these accounts, you have to respond and engage. Engage on social media. Social media is not a spectator sport. Some people set up an account, they sit there like they're in the movies. That's okay, but when it comes to business, you have to participate. Engage, that means comment, like, share, follow, and reciprocity, once again, is a big deal when it comes to social media. Reels, once again, reels are hot right now. So if you have some old content out here that's in the horizontal format, you can go back now and repurpose that content into the form of a reel. That's what action is right now. Even Meta has a new platform now that you can go into your old videos and pull that into the new format. They have a new tool now they launched a few months ago that's really hot. You can take that old content and create it into a real format. Also, you got to invest in some paid advertising. I mean, the free stuff is all right, but you have to put some money in there at some point. Let's just say you got $50 to spend. Okay, instead of going out buying a beer or a new pair of shoes, if you're a business owner, think about putting that $50 to advertising use. Let's take Meta, for instance. You spend $50 on Meta, and let's say you choose one of their advertising formats. You can get about 10,000 people coming to your page, to your Facebook page, with about $50. 10,000, that's a pretty good number now. That's good for your branding. And if you do it right, if the content is right, the call to action is, and you're sending it to a landing page, you can get about maybe 60 clicks for that investment. That's not a bad investment. So go ahead and put you a few coins aside. I'm going to say if you're having a little short budget, maybe 25 to $50 a week, maybe $200 a month, and go ahead and drive some traffic to that website, because you're not going to get much on advanced media for $200. But at least if nothing else happens, you're going to brand that website and that social media page. Also, networking and relationships. I am a big fan of that. Matter of fact, that's one of the courses I teach at the college because it's so important. I told the college, you need to offer a course in networking. They listen. I do teach networking because it's that important. You need to build those stakeholders to succeed in business. It's not always about customer acquisition. You need vendors, you need suppliers, you need partners, you need contractors, employees, funders. Networking is the best way to do that. Also, this is a good time to get out there. If you're going to those holiday parties, don't go out there to make a fool of yourself. Go out there and make some connections. And remember, networking is not about selling. It's about listening to people and building that relationship. So this is a good time if you're going to those holiday parties. Don't go out there with your sales book out. Go out there and make some connections that might you can nurture into 2024 into possible clients. And last but not least, I want you to invest in the community. Support the small businesses that are out here. You can't complain about people not supporting you. Who are you supporting? Sometimes I just checkmate people when they say that. Man, these companies won't support a brother. Well, brother, are you supporting anybody? When the last time you went to a small business or a black business? I'll wait. So once again, reciprocity. I do it not because I'm expecting anything in return. I've been a client of Industrial Bank from the first day I opened my business. That's a black-owned community business. They've grown. They've had challenges. I haven't been happy all the time. But I know that if I want to get that reciprocity and splashback, I've got to support businesses in the community. And don't be so quick to discount and say, well, they didn't give me the perfect service. nobody's giving you the perfect service. So just be a little patient, and also volunteer and donate. Those are some ideas that I want you to take into 2024 coming up. And so got a lot to talk about today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take another quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to do a little news. And once again, I want to thank people tuning in. I see Brent Lee the model. I see Brother Brown, the greatest plumber in town. And Mr. Brown saying, if I want to be successful, I'm not going yet, Mr. Brown. We're going to take a quick break. What we're going to do, come back, we're going to talk about a couple of quick items in the news. And we're going to talk about it's never too late to pursue your dream or to dig up some of those old dreams. So don't go anywhere. Hang on a second. We will be back in a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to let you hear some of the our performance, just a tad of our performance down in North Carolina with the Gatewood brothers. We sang one of the end of one of the holiday classics. So hang on a second. This is the Marketing Pulpit. We'll be back in a minute.
What a joyous night. Just relax your mind. To all of my family and friends, I want you to remember this line. Merry Christmas to all of you. And we mean it. Merry Christmas to all of you.
I'm Amina, the founder and CEO of HBCU Leggings. My small business story started with my passion for my alma mater, Howard University, one of the most renowned historically Black colleges and universities. In 2020, I was given the opportunity to organize a t-shirt fundraiser for Howard alumni, and in just 2 weeks, we successfully raised and donated $17,000 to Howard University. That experience inspired me to extend my support to all HBCUs. Obtaining a license to create collegiate apparel was the first significant obstacle I had to surmount. And now, HBCU Leggings has licenses with 8 HBCUs, with several more on the horizon. Apart from creating exquisite apparel, HBCU Leggings is also committed to raising awareness about the extraordinary contributions of HBCUs. The business disseminates information through blog posts, social media content, and e-newsletters.
All right, we are back. This is the Marketing Pulpit. We're having our extended holiday show today. So we're going to run a little over. So if you're wondering, say, hey, it's 11 o'clock. Gatewood is usually gone by now. We're going to turn the clock off this morning. I'm not going to have you all day, but we're going to take a little time today and just going to soak up some fellowship this morning. I mean, really, I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm in the holiday spirit. I'm feeling we've had a successful year, made some good connections. We received tremendous report by many of you who are tuning in this morning. I see Marcia out of Texas, one of my fellow Livingstonians. Thank you for tuning in this morning. I see some great people here, and of course, Brindley and Mr. Brown, and I see other people. Now, if you want me to shout you out, I can tell from the number that many other people are tuning in. If you want to get a shout out today, just go ahead and drop a message in the feed. Only then can I see your name. But if you won't need to, I'd love to know who's out there, who's tuning in. I'd love to give you a shout out on the air in the spirit of this holiday season. Let's talk about a couple of quick items in the news before we get to our topic today on it's never too late to give up on your dreams. I know I'm going to get an amen from Brenda the model. Man, she is the embodiment. I've been watching her grow, and man, she has quite a story, has quite a testimony. So I appreciate her. And Brother Brown said, take my time. All right, brother, don't give me the green light now. I'll be up here all day. Y'all be sun be going down. Hey, Gabe, now wait a minute. Now, I was just kidding. Let's talk about a couple items in the news. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. If you go to marketingpulpit.com, you can watch the show on the air. Also, don't forget to join our business directory, going to mpi.bz, and support our sponsors. Support the people on the show. Support our sponsors like BLE Executive Suites. Glad to have them as the sponsor of the show. Also, just support Miss. You saw the ad from Miss Amina Hammonds. She has an amazing company called HBCU Leggings. She offers these amazing leggings and jackets and all types of apparel that has the logos and emblems of the HBCUs, the historically Black colleges and institutions and universities. And glad to have her on board as well. Let's talk about a couple items in the news. The former head of Facebook's DEI, which is diversity, equity, inclusion, this young lady named Barbara Furlow Smiles admits that she embezzled $4 million from Facebook. That is so wrong. I'm telling you folks, I've been telling you this all year since I've been on the air. You're not going to beat the system. If you want to go to jail or go to prison, just go out here and embezzle, scam, cheat, steal. You're not going to get away. This young lady, she's been working at the DEI initiatives at Facebook from 2017 to 2021, according to prosecutors. And she admitted that she had a scheme where she recruited former interns, babysitters, not the babysitter, hairstylists in her kickback scheme. Well, what she would do, she would offer them a contract or something that they were performing services for Facebook, and then she would take some of the money that they paid her, pocket it, and not necessarily perform the service. You're not going to get away with that, folks, ever. If you're thinking about it, don't do it. I'm just telling you, you're not going to get away. Technology is not going to let you get. If you're a bad guy, a bad woman, if you're thinking about engaging in a life of crime, I'm telling you, Robert Gatewood is telling you right now, don't do it. You're not going to get away. I'm telling you, for somebody who's on the inside, they got some stuff out here for you. They have some stuff out here for you, boy. I'm telling you. Let's see. We have President Claudine Gray of Harvard University. She will retain her role as the president of the college due to amid a backlash of an anti-Semitism hearing. Well, this lady, Elise Stefanik of New York, she had a hearing last in Congress, and she was questioning the presidents of 3 of the Ivy League universities, of which Miss Gray, which is a Black woman, is the president. And she threw out one of those quick trick questions with pretty much saying, does calling for an intifada is the same as calling for anti-Semitism or destroying the Jewish people? And Miss Gray basically said, well, it depends. If you're talking about directly hurting somebody, then, well, of course, they said the right answer was not, it depends. It's supposed to be absolutely. So she was really, they've been dragging her over the coals. This guy, Bill Ackman, this rich billionaire, have been calling for her to be fired. I saw a truck going down the road the other day with her name on her picture and face on the back of the truck. I guess they're trying to counsel her. Well, she has apologized, and I think she's cleared up what she meant. I'm pretty sure she wasn't calling for the elimination of the Jewish race. And I think sometimes people are too quick to call out anti-Semitism. Sometimes it's just a matter of disagreement or different politics. Every time you disagree with somebody of the Jewish faith does not mean you're anti-Semitic. And so she has been, they're still calling for her head, and I think we're going to see this story play out. And of course, a lot of this has been initiated by the war that's going on right now in the Middle East between Hamas and the Israelis. And another thing too, everybody who's Israeli is not necessarily in favor of this war or supportive of the Netanyahu government. So I think there needs to be more conversation, more nuance, more discussion of the other people's feelings. I feel what's happening right now in Gaza is a disgrace that these Gazans this time of year are being bombed relentlessly. I think there should be a ceasefire to talk it over, if nothing else, to get them out of that hellish landscape they're in. I'm tired of watching babies being bombed to death. I'm tired of the conditions, 2 million people in this small area being bombed day and night. And of course, what happened on October 7th was terrible. I'm not in favor of that as well. But where we are right now is we're seeing a slaughter that I just can't justify in any type of way. Let's see what else is going on. Speaking of AI, the Sports Illustrator publisher and CEO was fired because of an AI controversy. They were using AI to write stories and putting real people's names on it. That is so wrong. I'm telling you again, you can't get away with this stuff, even if you're Sports Illustrated. So this guy, what's his name? Will somebody, Russ or something. Let's see, what's his name? Anyway, he was they fired him because of this, and this story is yet to be. This story is still developing. But artificial intelligence, you can't do it either. Ross Levinson, that's the name of the guy who was the president. And if you're going to be using AI, folks, it's okay to use it for research, for confirmation, but you still have to do your own research. You need some other sources, and you need to customize it with your own original work. You can't just go to ChatGPT and copy and paste and say that's your work. It's not going to work that way. And they've got tools now that can even tell you whether something has come from artificial intelligence. All right, that's it for the news right now. What I'm going to do is take another quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about it's never too late to pursue your dreams or to renew old dreams. We use Gatewood Brothers as an example. We use Miss Brand-Lee as an example. I'm sure some of you others online have thought about, is it too late? I had this idea. Life got in the way. So I put it on the shelf. Then you looked up, you done hit 50, you done hit 60. You said, I can't do it now. I have 1 foot in the grave. No, you don't. You have a lot of life left. You know how long people are living nowadays? My folks lived till they were 100. So if you're 60, you got 40 more years at least. And who knows, with these new life-saving techniques, we might live to 200 years old. So no, go ahead. Keep it going. So hang on a second. While you sit here and ruminate, I want you to sit here and ruminate for a minute. What did I put off? What did I say it was too late for me to do? Think about it. When I come back, we're going to talk about it. If you have comments, put them in the feed. You got an amen? I'd like to hear it. Let me let you hear a little more Gatewood Brothers. No, guys, I'm kind of stuck on us today.
What a joyous night. Just relax your mind. To all of my family and friends, I want you to remember this line. Merry Christmas to all of you. And we mean it. Merry Christmas to all of you.
I am back. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. And we are doing an extended year-end holiday show. And glad to have you listening, many of you for the first time. It's never too late to listen to the Marketing Pulpit either. You can go to marketingpulpit.com. You can actually do a search. If you are, let's say if you're a business owner, you want to find out more about branding, you can go to the search either on marketingpulpit.com or YouTube, our YouTube channel. Just type in a topic and you will see several shows on that particular topic. Just give me a little information, save you a couple of coins, because we are a business development company. We're not cheap. As a matter of fact, we're not looking for clients right now. We've gotten our hands are full, but we do, if you're an existing client, we do make room for our existing clients to make sure they're taken care of. But as far as new clients, we'll talk to you in 2024. I'm sorry we can't handle you in 2023. But just glad to know if you're interested. We're flattered. Because we work with some very popular people and big names, but we also have some very creative and innovative startups. We work with people like Joe Madison, Neely Fuller, BLE, Willie Jolly. These are some past and current clients that we are always in touch with. And when we say past clients, they're never past. They just disappear sometimes, go out and make that money and come back. They're ready to take it to another level. And that's why I'm into this relationship thing. I believe that relationships is the key to the business success kingdom. Can I get an amen? Let's talk about never too late to dream new dreams or revisit dreams deferred. Somebody wrote a poem, What Happened to a Dream Deferred? Does it wither like a raisin in the sun? Dry up and run, however it goes. Well, look, your dream, it's okay to defer it or to put it off for a moment, but don't throw it away. And I'm going to tell you why this may be the perfect time. As you starting to lay out your plans for 2024 and beyond, I'm going to tell you why this may be a good time. I'm going to tell you some unique benefits of why that the dream deferred may be better. It may be more of an opportune time now than it was when you originally had it. I'm going to use the Gatewood brothers as an example. When we were young, we used to compare ourselves to the Jacksons and the Silvers and Switch and DeBarge. It's like, why them and not us? Well, circumstances were different. We decided to go to college, get degrees, pursue careers, look out for the younger kids behind us. All kind of reasons. But the time just may not have been right. If you want to be an attorney, if you want to be a CPA, an author, a radio host, the time may not have been right then. Because of these reasons, I'm going to tell you why it's never too late and why now may be the right time. Because now with age comes a clearer sense of purpose. You're 18, 20, 30 years old. You don't know what you want to be. You're guessing. You're basing it sometimes on what other folks told you should be. Your parents say you should be this. Your friends. You saw something on TV. You didn't have a clue what you wanted to be. You put a little life under your belt. It gets very clear. You also start to realize, do I still have time to do it? I'm telling you today, you do. Also, age brings wisdom, not just about that dream, but about life. You've got a wealth of experience under your belt. And much of that experience is transferable from your job, from your family life, into that dream and aspiration that you have. This may be the perfect time to pursue that dream. What I've discovered as I've gotten older is that I have a new appreciation for time. Man, when you're young, you can kill some time. I never forget my brothers and my cousins. We go out and play ball and come and sit on the couch in my folks' living room. Mom be saying, get your foot off the chair. We sitting there, sitting on that plastic couch and getting stuck to the seat, sweating. All this time in our hands. Man, I would love to have some of that time back. But because now I appreciate time, the time that I do have left is going to be 10 times more valuable and appreciated and productive than the time that I wasted in my youth. That's why this may be the perfect time. Something else age brings you, determination. Man, when you're young, you get one road bump, one bump in the road, you're ready to give it up. Oh man, I missed my bus. I'm going to change my plans. I found out I have an allergy. I can't do this now. Let me go do something else. These things don't happen as you get older. When you're determined, you're determined. You're not so easily dissuaded. That's why this may be the right time to do it. Tell you something else that happens too as you get older. You get a few coins under your belt. Some of you people now, you've accumulated some wealth and you have made things possible that may not have been possible during other periods because of the financial obligations that are required to pursue this dream. Gatewood brother, we driving up and down the road. When I was 10, 15, 20 years ago, man, I'm trying to pay bills. Trying to get this child through school. I'm trying to pay that mortgage. As you get older, now you have some time, you got some resources. You got a couple of coins. Some people got Social Security checks coming in, all kind of stuff. You didn't have that luxury when you were younger. Once again, this may be why it's the time to go back to school, to pursue that passion, that dream. You want to be an artist. You want to start a podcast. You want to model. You want to go to law school. You want to be an accountant. Okay? Now may be the perfect time to pursue that dream. Now, another thing too, when we're younger, man, we into that social proof. We're following the crowd. We're doing things that we think are cool. We're doing things that other people are doing, and we swear it's the right thing to do. When you get older and wiser, you are more authentic. The real you comes out. It's like, wait a minute. I didn't do that then because I didn't know who the heck I was. you were pretending and fronting and all kind of stuff. Authenticity comes with age. It's okay to be you. All the bumps and bruises and warts and whatever comes with it, that authenticity could be your ticket to success. You can't be somebody else. Everybody else is already taken. You need to be you. If you ever studied Maslow's hierarchy of needs, they got the foundation down there, the basic needs, securities, food, water, shelter, going up to the top of the list. You get to the top of the list and the pinnacle is called self-actualization. Self-actualization is, in a nutshell, is what will you put on this earth to do? So if you traverse this Maslow's hierarchy, you climbing that ladder. You took care of the basics. You took care of the esteem. You took care of the security. Now it's time to take care of you. Self-actualize. You are coming into yourself. That's why now is the most perfect time and why it may not have been earlier. And another thing I want you to consider as you contemplate embarking on your dream. I'm not just talking about old dreams. You can also dream some new dreams. It's not too late for that either. Maybe you successfully accomplished some of those original dreams. And now you have some new ones. Or you put some of those old ones on the shelf. When you take the benefit of all the things I've just said, you can actually inspire others. You can give back. You can help someone else accomplish their dreams. You could be the spokesperson, the embodiment, the personification of what it means to pursue your dreams. So you don't have to even make it all about you. can't tell you how many people have been inspired when they see the Gatewood brothers out there performing. Some have actually told me. Others I've watched. So wait a minute. These people, they had a band 20 years ago. All of a sudden, they're back out there. They got the little shanty vest on and do some backup singers behind them. And I'm like, woo, woo, woo. Go ahead. So you can also make that one of your objectives. Take some of the emphasis off yourself and help some of these people who are sitting on the fence, who feel like life is over. They've had some hard knocks. They felt like life has passed them by. And they just ready to sit on the rocking chair and go off into the sunset. I'm saying don't do that. Because your age does not limit your capabilities, your aspirations. The only thing that does that is your lack of creativity and imagination. So I'm going to say today, as I close this, it's never too late to pursue your dream, no matter what your health, what your age. It's never too late to dust off some of those past dreams that you put on the shelf, that they were deferred. I'm telling you today, right here from the Marketing Pulpit, let's get out here and do it. 2024. It's your time. It's your time. Folks, that's going to wrap it up for today. Now, we plan to be back next week. If not, then we can go back and replay this because I think we have some nuggets here. I really appreciate everybody tuning in today. You've been a great audience. And share this information. If you know somebody who's feeling a little dejected, feel like life has passed them by, let them hear these words of inspiration. Let them know it's okay. It's never too late to pursue those dreams. Folks, this is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I see all the nice people in the feed. Thank you for your attention. And whatever you have going on this weekend, next week, as we go into the holiday season, from the Marketing Pulpit, we are asking for peace on earth. We're asking for you to have a good holiday, asking for you to go into 2024 with a new sense of determination and vigor. I want you to go out here and help somebody. I want you to go out here and let people know it's okay. I want to say thank you again to Sheldon. Thank you for the compliments. And Mr. Brown said he's going to go back and study piano. Mr. Brown, love you, my brother. That's the kind of news I love to hear. And I'm sure when you get off this platform today, you're going to sit in that corner and you're going to think about it. You're going to say, man, that's just what I needed to hear this morning. Because I heard it from somebody. And then you have to keep passing. I tell you one on my closing today. As I was driving down to North Carolina this past weekend, I was sitting in the drive-thru. I went through Wendy's. I ordered me a single burger, small, because I'd eaten breakfast, but I was still a little hungry. And I ordered me a small Frosty. I drove up to the window, and I told the lady, put this on my card. And she said, Merry Christmas. I said, okay, that's nice, but I want to pay for this meal so I can keep moving. You know what she told me? She said, the person in front of you paid for your meal. Man, that simple act of kindness, I'm just not going to tell you. It opened up a floodgate. I'm like, man, because sometimes we get stuck in our silos of dejection and hard time and things aren't going our way. Sometimes all we need is that one little spark, that one little act of kindness to pass it on to somebody else. And you can impact lives in profound ways that you cannot imagine. On that note, folks, have a happy holiday. Let's go into 2024 with a new spirit of determination and can do. You're not too old. And we'll see you next year. If I'm not here on the air, I'm just going to put up a couple of notes. People are chiming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Mr. Brown, that piano man, I'm telling you, started that piano lesson. Man, you made my day. This is the Marketing Pulpit. We'll be back next week at the same time. And if you want to be successful, you have to do these three things. Do the right thing, do it at the right time, and you have to do it right. Enough talk. Let's get to work.
joyous night. Just relax your mind. To all of my family and friends, I want you to remember this line.